Hi, Ron Craig here once again, sharing with you one more unique, handy, and helpful household hint. This time we're in the kitchen and we're going to be talking about installing pull-out shelves in your lower kitchen cabinets. So let's get started. When we moved in, these cabinets did not have any pull-out shelves. We had to get down on our hands and knees and look in the back and try to find things and then move about everything out in order to get what is in the back. So we decided to get these pull-out shelves, not real cheap. They were about 50 bucks a piece when we got them 2 or 3 years ago. I'm sure they're more now. And it's amazing how much these will hold. And I give you an idea, the pots and pans. And these are soft closing. You push them up pretty close to close, and then they finish closing themselves, and they don't bump in the back. And so here another set on this side, and here 2 more. These hold a lot of stuff. And on this side, 2 more. We didn't put one in that narrow slot, but we did put one in this one. Now, these with the pots and the pans do not need anything solid in the bottom because pans are not going to fall through. But if you have small items, it might fall through. You can put either cardboard in the bottom of your drawer, or we found this one. It's wood. It's made of wood, and it has that solid bottom, and you can put smaller items in there, but it's just like the others. It's soft close. You close it almost all the way. On this side, we didn't put one because of the plumbing, and we put taller things in there that didn't need a drawer. Now I want to show you, after this, how we install them, which is part of the unique portion of this video. I went to the trouble of taking one of these out so I can show you what I had to do to install them, and they're quite simple. I got on YouTube and looked up videos 2 or 3 years ago when we got these, and I didn't find these, but I found some others that were very complicated. You had to attach the tracks like you see on the neighboring shelf right there, or a pull-out shelf, and then here's a wall. You had to attach the tracks to the walls, and it was very complicated and more expensive. So when I found these, this is the route that I went. Now let me show you what we have up here. This is one that I took out. It's very important that you measure the hole width. Now this is standard cabinet. They're all about the same depth, and so the shelf is going to be the right depth, but they're different sizes, different widths, and so I found this one, or these, all about the same, and there's a right width, and you can look at the bottom one. It has just enough clearance room to come out without scrubbing anything, but it also helps you to make the most use of your room. So this is hooked to the bottom. It's not complicated. We have 2 bars, one in front and then one in back, and you have screw holes, one on each side. You got 4 screw holes, and that screws down to your wooden shelf. And so what you do is put the unit in place, loose, and then you locate it the front and back so that you have room to close the door and it won't be bumping your door. But you make the most room, and it won't hit the back because it's the right size. And then side to side, you measure it so and locate it so that you got that clearance on each side, and then you orient it square this way. And then you locate those screw holes in these bars, and take a pencil and mark each one. Mark each hole, and then you take the shelf out, mark them heavy enough so that you can find them, And then you take maybe a little hammer and nail and indent those pencil marks so you can get it started. And then you want to take a drill with a small drill bit. And I used this size screw. And if I can find it, it's about a 1/2-inch screw. And you want your drill bit to be smaller than the screw because you don't want to make the hole too big. And you just want to drill a small, maybe a 1/4 inch deep hole. Don't go all the way through in all 4 of those holes. And then I would suggest you take those screws and you screw them down in those holes before you put the shelf in, so that the holes will already be there. And then you put your shelf in place and line it up, and you can take your drill bit, that small drill bit, and find that first hole. I suggest one on one of the front ones. Find that hole and put a screw in there. You don't put it all the way tight yet. And then you orient it back and forth until you find each one of those other screws. Once you get 2 in, the others will fall into place. And then you just tighten them down, and then you're ready to go. And it's a lot cheaper than building new cabinets. And if you're renting a place, they won't let you do that anyway. So this is one way you can buy these. You'll find the right size, and they're simple to install. Yes, you have to get down and sweat a little bit to make the holes and put it into place. But once you get that done, you're ready to go. You don't have to crawl back down there and hide things from yourself in the back and not know what it is, and have to move everything to get the back things out. This way you can pull them out. They hold a lot of stuff, and they're not all that expensive, and it's so handy. So I believe you'll appreciate this one more unique, handy, and helpful household hint. And I pray that you will share this with others, tell others about it, because a lot of people may be looking for something like this and do not know that it's available. And I hope you do share it with a lot of other people. And also, I hope you have a great day.